Hello and welcome. I'm Jessie Ray and this is Chiron's Key Tarot. So grateful to have you here and thanks for joining me today for this reading. This is going to be a reading for the full moon that is happening in the sign of Pisces, you, on August 30th. And I'm going to read the Sabian symbol to kind of give you guys an overall energetic feel of what this full moon means. So a call to action. This symbol speaks to self-refinement and to the development of special expertise and skills. The image of a girl blowing a bugle emphasizes a personal responsibility and pride in accomplishment. The suggestion here is that the individuals find their ultimate happiness through being of genuine service to others and finding a special niche for themselves among their fellows. On a practical level, this degree can indicate a wake-up call, bragging, or tooting one's own horn. In its positive, highest form, this symbol represents directness and a special gift for finding opportunities to demonstrate competency and talent, and its negative is intrusiveness or loud attention-getting behavior. So the opportunity, your greatest advantage lies in being prepared to take action. Keep your wits about you and do what has to be done and be responsible. And the risk is guarding against dismissing some signal you get as a false alarm, trying to not have everything in your life be so ordered and controlled that you can't handle the unexpected emergency or take advantage of that opportunity that you have been waiting for. So Pisces, if you are a Pisces rising, this is going to be taking place in your natal first house, which is all about you. Really staying focused on your personal goals right now. The last reading I did for you guys, there was a lot of the Fool energy breaking off in a whole new directions, really getting onto a whole new path, which I feel like has been a testament to all of that personal work that you guys have been doing, really figuring out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and really like staying true to your own truth, right? Like understanding other people's perspectives, but also being like, well, this is my truth. And then just kind of staying with that energy, right? Like, this is my truth, and don't sweep your truth under the rug. So really listen to your emotions around the time of this full moon. It can be really intense for you guys since it is in your sign. You guys could be feeling some really strong emotions. So try to keep your aura field cleansed. Do like daily meditations where you guys are cleaning your auric fields. Spend a lot of time around water. If you have access to a beach or a lake or a waterfall or something like that, spend some time out in nature getting grounded and really, just keeping your aura clear right now will help you to process the emotions that are yours. And then the Mercury is going to be going retrograde in your 7th house if you are a Pisces rising. And so the 7th house is contractual agreements, marriage, romantic partnerships. So Mercury could be kind of asking you to revisit how you are relating to your partners right now. So let's see. So with this Hangman, I feel like with this new energy coming in for you guys, some of you guys are feeling really unsure and really kind of like excited and scared about the opportunities. Really enjoy this journey. Really enjoy this newness. It's been something that your soul has been calling in for a while, and it's really time to embrace this new chapter, even if it kind of scares you guys, right? Even if the waters kind of get a little rumbly, and then like all the fish kind of want to scatter and swim away, but don't scatter yourself. Try to understand that these things are just going to be little tiny bumps and it's going to be okay. So try to have a different perspective around some of these bumps that are coming up. And also, I think you guys are really kind of taking time to see how this new path is going to unfold for you guys, dreaming about the different possibilities, really kind of taking time to look at all of these different things and how it even came about and some of the karmic clearing that's happening as well. And with this Empress energy, really keep nourishing yourself and this path forward. Again, I really feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing really intense emotions around this time. And I feel like the Empress came out to be like, really nurture yourself, take time, rest, pause, take a break if you need to. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your truth. Don't give up on the direction that you're going. But if it feels a little bit intense, just pause, rest, remember what you're building, remember to stay grounded, and taking time to build a nice, strong foundation for yourself. Because the Magician, it's like you went from the Fool to now this Magician. You're like, I am going to really take charge, right? I'm really going to start to co-create with Spirit and how I am creating my new path. And I'm going to get really creative and excited about taking these new elements that are kind of a little bit new to me and having fun with kind of fusing them together. How does this feel? How does that feel? And really kind of being playful as you move forward and being open to the different possibilities. And with this, you guys, I feel like have been moving a little bit fast recently too. But it's funny because it's also with this Hanged Man energy of really kind of mentally taking notes about all of the changes that have happened outside of you as well as inside, and how that's playing a part in this new path, and how it might also be playing a part and illuminating some of your fears around this new path. But just stay grounded, okay? For some of you, you guys might have been feeling a little bit flighty. Stay grounded and keep moving forward with this new idea. This Ace of Swords, I really feel like kind of ties into that Fool energy and this new path, this new idea, this new way forward. And I feel like for some of it, it's also clearing out the karmic cycles about some of your thought patterns and really kind of having some breakthroughs. And with these breakthroughs, right, there comes times in which we have to let certain things go. And that can be really sad because here we've got the Three of Swords. So there's definitely a sadness. And I feel like, again, your emotions being really, really strong around the time of this full moon and really needing to take time to self-care, self-nurture, take time away, but don't self-isolate too much. Still connect with others, still try to find joy through this. If you feel safe talking about your emotions with somebody, call a friend and have a discussion about it. There's a sense that some of these energies might be so intense that you might kind of feel like you're going to get stuck in them, and don't allow for that to happen, right? Say, nope, I'm going to nurture myself through this. I'm going to give myself what I need. I can get through this. I'm not going to, go back to old ways because those ways weren't serving you, right? Those are probably some of the ways in which this Three of Swords energy is showing up. A lot of heartache, a lot of grief. And as we kind of reflect on that and move forward, there's going to be a releasement because this Nine of Swords is asking you to release an energy, okay? Release something, a releasing of past relationships, karmic ties, karmic bonds, trauma bonds. This is kind of getting pretty deep because it is, full moon in Pisces. Pisces is subconscious, secrets, things hidden. So there is a sense that maybe some of these really strong emotions are emotions that you have been suppressing. And in order to really move into this new space, we have to feel some of those really sticky, icky emotions because they're telling us something. And with this Nine of Swords, there is just this releasement. There is this like coming to a certain conclusion and saying, okay, and now it's time for it to be released. It's too burdensome. It's not vibing with me. My energy is, because with Temperance here, she's like, just bring in the new, focus on the new and focus on releasing the things that are not serving you. Really stay focused where her bow is pointing, right? Like go on that new path, go where that bow is going. Really realize that these things are coming to the surface so that you guys can be freed. And I know it feels really heavy, but there is a certain sense of freedom that once you work through all of this stuff, there is going to be this newness and a sense of being able to work with new, fresh energy around you in your space and how you create and how you show up in the world. So if there's any hangups with your personal relationships, romantic relationships, just, know that Mercury is going retrograde. It's going retrograde in the sign of Virgo. Virgo goes deep. Virgo's a critical thinker. They analyze. They want to know all of the details and all of the details to the details. So if you're having any type of like a hiccup or a miscommunication in the romance or partnership or anything like that, realize Mercury is in retrograde. Take a second, take pause, and kind of try to revisit any conversations that were a little bit tough around this full moon. And Mercury retrograde, give it a little bit of time to work itself out. It will. When Mercury comes back, you'll have a better understanding, but just know that things can get, maybe there's going to be some miscommunications, and that's not the universe saying, hey, this isn't the right path. It's just you guys need to revisit a couple of things. And when I was doing your meditation and dropping into this space, this faith card came out, as well as rest and gentleness. So I feel like these are also all themes for you guys around the time of this full moon: being gentle with yourself, being gentle with others, especially a romantic partner. If you're having a little bit of friction there, that's just Mercury asking you to kind of revisit some things, and really keeping the faith as you press forward, right, on this new path. Really nourishing your goals, your truths, your understandings, your desires, and your needs. So I'm going to pull a couple love notes from the universe. Whoops. Okay. So it's okay to feel broken. I know I will heal in time. So any of these little sticky energies, this Three of Swords energy coming up, it was just meant to come to the surface, to be aware, to be cleared, to hold space for it, and for it to be released. And there's going to be a transformation around this. So really take time to, again, nourish yourself, okay? I am whole and complete on my own. Others only support me. Really staying focused on yourself and your goals, and realizing that you don't necessarily need anybody else to get to where you want to be, but it is nice to have support, right? But you yourself are sufficient enough to get that job done. And I create my own light. You guys are going to get 4 of these today, apparently. Spirit says 4. So I create my own light, and I show kindness in all I do. So hopefully something in this message resonated, dear Pisces. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm wishing you all of the best for this full moon in your sign. Be gentle and patient with yourself. It can get really intense, but just keep going through it. You got this, and you guys are awesome. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.